You
Yeah.
find it fun? Do you find it fun to have the computer doing it? Like there's two types of hackers, right? You weren't willing to play Battlefield 4 unless you were able to hack.
And
What? EA got
you
hacked?
you apparently don't know this. This is news to you.
What do you mean they got hacked?
They didn't tell anybody.
Wow,
They
okay.
didn't tell anybody.
So when I play a game, like I just choose a random game, in your view, do you have any idea how many closet hackers there might be with? You can't be serious. What would EA need to do to fix this, in your opinion? Hello? Hello? Are we in the call? Input device.
Just a minute. I know what it is.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm all right.
Cool, cool. So, and are you a Battlefield player?
I was Battlefield. I played Battlefield like I started on Battlefield 1942 when it first released many moons ago. Then gradually worked my way into Battlefield 2, 2142, Bad Company series, Battlefield 3, and then I finally moved over to console after Battlefield 3 and played Battlefield 4 and then Battlefield 5, and then eventually came back to PC.
Ah, fair play. So you would call yourself a veteran of Battlefield, wouldn't you?
Yes, definitely would.
Yeah.
I do not play it anymore, though. I currently stopped playing after 5. After coming back over to PC, I hacked it for a little bit. Just, I don't know. It wasn't as fun. I guess I was off of PC for probably about 7 years. So, I mean, I played straight legit console. I mean, like, there was no modifying it or nothing. I mean, it was legitimately straight. So, I guess you could say console was my rehab.
Ah, okay. Fair play. So, wait, which game was it that you were... So you're no longer a hacker, I understand. But which game...
No.
Which game was it that you were hacking on?
So I started out playing Battlefield 2 legit, and then I just couldn't figure out why. Like, I joined a server and couldn't figure out why I was getting killed so much, and like it was always like instant kills. So I eventually asked, and like someone told me, "Oh well, there's hacks for the game that assist your aim and pretty much help you kill people." And so I was like, well, this might be something I might be interested in. So I took it upon myself and Googled it, and I started using their hacks and got into a couple different communities that were hacking communities. I mean, growing pretty tight relationships with some of the guys. And so I started Battlefield 2 and then went into 2142, which was more or less a really good game. It just didn't have the authentication factor like Battlefield 2 did. I mean, Battlefield 2, you had to have a CD key every time you wanted to make a new account, or because if you got CD key banned in Battlefield 2, you had to go buy a new game. You had to. And at one point, Battlefield 2 in stores was only like $10, so everybody was just going to Best Buy and like would buy 10 copies of the game, and there was that. I mean, at one point in time, I remember going into Best Buy and I walked out or got up to the counter, and the guy at the counter was like, "Oh, you're having a LAN party?" And I'm like, "No." And he goes, "Well, why are you buying 10 copies?" And I'm like, "Yes." And he goes, "Oh, you're one of those guys." And I'm like, yeah, I am. Battlefield 4 is a game you don't want to fuck around with. Like, if you are planning to play that game and hack on it, you better be prepared to have other accounts lined up.
Oh, they were good, were they? Like, they were good at stopping you?
No. EA wasn't good. They had an Archon tool, which essentially is, I mean, what every Battlefield game has had, but they implemented plugins. So, like Battlefield 4 database. I mean, you could just go and report people willy-nilly, and you suspected of cheating, and then the Battlefield 4 database mods would go and look at your reports and your stats and everything, and they would ban you. And pretty much majority of Battlefield 4 servers are Battlefield 4 database protected. So I stopped playing Battlefield 4, and then started playing Battlefield 5 with the group that I played with before.
So wait, you stopped because you couldn't hack?
I stopped playing Battlefield 4 because it was just, I don't know, consuming of having to switch accounts every 3 or 4 days.
That's what I mean. So what I'm
Yeah.
asking, I guess, is you weren't willing to play Battlefield 4 unless you were able to hack. But before I feel like
Yeah.
if this is, let me just ask some contextual questions. Starting at the very start, you joined a community of hackers back in Battlefield 2 days.
Yeah.
So you're what you would class as there's two types of hackers, right? So there's one
There are
type
2
is
types. Yes.
there's what you call, I think it's a closet hacker,
Yes.
and there's just the I don't give a crap hacker who just goes and gets 100 and 0 in the
Yeah, pretty
game.
much.
Yeah.
So like
So,
your closet hackers are pretty much those guys that are willing to try and remain undetected as long as possible. And I will say this, eventually you will get caught. I mean, you will eventually get caught.
you're saying
No
it's
one's
inevitable a closet hacker will get caught
Oh,
eventually.
yes, definitely. Eventually.
Why is that
It may
inevitable?
be a month. You slip up. I mean, you do. You have like any other player, like a regular player that doesn't hack, you have those moments where you get killed so many times by that one person, and you're just like, oh fuck, dude, I'm just so pissed. Sorry for the language. I know YouTube friends about that, but like they just get so mad, and you're just after that one player. With a closet hacker, if you end up killing them, more than once, they get frustrated and they start raging, and then they
And
become the I don't give a crap hacker, and we're going to rage. And then they'll come up off that high, and then they'll be like, oh shoot, I made a mistake. What do I do now? But they'll inevitably get caught.
but what is it? Is it like a dial, like a software dial, and they just go, oh, I'm only at 20%. I'm going to go 100% hacks now. How does that work? How do you?
So you basically, it's a framework service. So they built a framework box. They built this program that you open up and you load the game and you load in your cheat. And once you're in, you just press a key that it's bound to, and it opens up this box, and it has all these settings on it. And you can just choose, like, I don't know, basically you can choose how fast you want your aimbot to lock onto the next person. You can choose what ESP you see. So ESP is pretty much boxes around players.
Yeah.
And they'll highlight, say if you have them around your teammates, they're blue, and then if you have them around your enemies, they're red. I mean, there's a whole bunch of stuff. I mean, and I'm not saying that all hacks are the same, because they're not, because there's different coders out there, and I mean, there's tons of coders that are willing to do this.
So they're not like a company; they're independent coders.
They're independent people, yes.
Why did I feel like it was a company selling hacks? Is that's just not a thing? It's always just people working on their own to develop hacks?
Okay, so you could say they're a company, but they're not a legitimate company. They have websites. You pay for your hacks through PayPal. These people just come together, and I don't know what joy they find in it, but I guess it's their niche, I guess.
What, as in developing the hacks, the coders?
Yeah, I guess that's what they like to do. I mean,
So they develop hacks independently, but they're on a website and they're selling them. They must be
yes.
making some serious money from this. By any chance, did you see my interview with the Chinese guy?
I watched little bits and pieces of it.
Yeah. Well, the general idea that came out from that interview was it was all Chinese people hacking and Western people selling it to Chinese, and apparently like rampant in China that everyone is buying these hacks in China. So it gave the
Yes and no.
impression. It gave the impression. Sorry, let me just.
Sorry, go ahead.
It gave the impression that it was a huge market to sell hacks to China and develop and sell them, like seriously lucrative. Is that right? Is there high volume of sales going to China? Like, what's going on there?
I'm not thinking so. I'm thinking that I know that there are a lot of high sales of China, but it's not like the Western colonies are making them. I mean, there are people that I know that are from Germany and Russia and UK, US, South America, even making these. I mean, like there are people all over the world coding these cheats and hacks. So it's not just like, the United States doing this. And I feel like that's a very political thing to say of someone, because I feel like, pardon me, it kind of goes along with, the selling of weapons. They kind of view this as a weapon, um, because a lot of our firearms, are manufactured in the United States and in Europe, and they get sold over to the eastern, side of the world. But a lot of hackers, I'll be honest, are from Europe, Germany. I mean, Germany, UK, and the United States.
Yeah. Okay. So,
Um,
regardless of type of hacker, closet hacker, or I don't give a crap hacker, you're saying there's no reason to assume that the majority of it is China. It sounds like you're saying it's just balanced across the world in
yes,
terms of
definitely.
hacks. Ah, okay, right. And you're a closet hacker. It sounds like you've been closet hacking since Battlefield 2 and up till now even. You said up till Battlefield 4.
So
Did you
yeah,
try
up till
Battlefield 5?
actually Battlefield 4, that's where I was kind of coming off my fall, 6 months ago. I just really wasn't getting into it like I used to. I mean, I kind of had a conscience, you're like, this isn't really right, I mean, like, I'm not doing this isn't the right thing to do, because I mean, I've been on console for so long, and you don't have that option of installing programs to help you, with this type of
Yeah.
stuff, and everybody plays fair to a point.
Okay, but this is a question that I'm going to ask you that I know everyone at home is wondering the answer to, and it's so good to be able to find out from you directly and get a genuine answer from you. So this is going to be good. So you said something very interesting there. You said the only reason that you didn't want to hack was some level of guilt, and it wasn't. But we at home, we wonder, it's just not fun. There must be absolutely no fun to just let a computer play the game for you, and you're not playing the game. So you say you stopped because of guilt, and we think at home you should stop. You wouldn't even want to do it because it's boring. But you're not saying that. You're saying it's just guilt that made you stop. So
Yeah.
you find it fun? Do you find it fun to have the computer doing it? Like that's what we all want to know.
So I'm gonna say this. The computer's not doing it all for you. I mean, you have to have some level of knowledge in these programs, in these hacks, to set it up to work right.
Okay.
But you also have to play the game too. I mean, like, you have to play the game, and you have to press keys on your keyboard, and you have to press keys on your mouse, and I mean, you're immersed in it as well as everybody else. This is where it comes down to Battlefield 5. Battlefield 5, everyone knows that it's just full of hackers.
Yeah, tell us about it.
I mean,
we hate it.
Full of hackers. And it's a lot to blame. I mean, I really want to say don't blame the hackers, and you want to, but at the same time, EA screwed up. They got hacked.
What? EA got hacked?
You apparently don't know this. This is news to you.
What do you mean they got hacked?
Origin got hacked.
Okay. Is this publicly? Is this like a public news thing that happened that I missed, or was it just secretly under the covers?
No. They didn't tell anybody.
Wow. Okay.
They didn't tell anybody. They got hacked. I can go and buy an Origin account on the Russian marketplace for $5. No, let me take that. Let me find out for you right now. I think it's like $2.74.
Okay, Okay, so it's really cheap. You can buy really cheap.
Yeah, so
but tell me more about what you know about this hack.
I can go to the Russian marketplace and buy a Battlefield 5, or let's just say an Origin account for cheap. It guarantees me it comes with a copy of Battlefield 5, but I can play it if it has other games on there. I mean, 9 out of 10 times it does. It typically comes with Battlefield 1, Battlefield 4, and Battlefield 5, along with other games. I mean, you get in Fair Fight to top it off. Fair Fight is such a crap anti-cheat. The report system is based off user reports,
Yeah.
but these
And
hacks have screenshot cleaners.
screenshot cleaners? What the hell's that?
So when Fair Fight gets a numerous reports about one player, they start taking screenshots of the player in hopes to catch them using the cheat. So they hope to see the ESP on the screen and hope to see the crosshair and hope to see him doing sort of things. So when Fair Fight takes a screenshot of you, the cheat detects that and makes your screen go completely clean, like there's no cheat on it.
Oh my god. So it tries to take a client side, it's not server side, it's client side screenshot.
Yes, pretty much.
Yeah, and you
so it sends it back over to the server.
Surely, so do EA know that the hacks are blocking the screenshot?
They have to. I mean, it's got to be inevitable. I mean, I just feel like EA
They just don't care,
down.
or what?
They just don't care anymore. Like they just. I mean, I'll be honest with you. Like, we released a Battlefield 1 game. Battlefield 1 was World War 1, right?
Yeah.
Battlefield 5 comes out. It's supposed to be World War 2. Why are we still playing with World War 1 weapons? I don't understand that. I don't get it. Why is it taking so long for the German theater and the Pacific theater, to come out? Like, why are we waiting so long?
Yeah, I mean, we're all asking the same question. Why is Battlefield shit? Why is it failing?
Yeah.
Is it budget problems? Is it talent leaving? What is it? What's the reason it's failing? We don't know. Do you have any insight into that? Did you get?
I really don't, and I just don't. I don't get it. No one does, and I think that's why all the hackers swarmed to Battlefield 5 is because it's such a trash game, and all the hackers are on it, and they're all hacking against one another. So it kind of makes it fun for everyone, except for the players that are playing it legit. I mean, kind of shitty.
Wow,
for
it
them.
sounds like you're saying hackers found Battlefield 5 attractive because of its vulnerabilities against hacks. So
Absolutely.
people are purposely choosing
most games.
Well, so people are choosing Battlefield purposefully because of how easy it is to hack it and get away with it.
Absolutely.
So it's like you're saying it's fun. It's like you're saying it's fun to hack. Even now, when you say that to me, I still find that foreign. I want to understand what is fun about the process of doing it. Like, it's amazing. It's amazing you just said that everyone's doing it, but why is everyone wanting reactions?
I would say reactions from the casual player.
No, okay. Reactions make sense for the type of hacker who doesn't care. But what about the closet hacker? What is he getting out of it?
Hopefully to get that. I think it's just that one-up edge on everyone else. I really think that's what it is. They want to be one-up on everyone else. They don't want to take the time to put into a game, but they want to have that. I don't know. Makes you feel good about yourself that you're getting kills instead of going into a game and just dying all the time. So they go out and buy those hacks and they're like, well, I'll have that one up on everyone else, and it'll help me feel better about myself.
So it's about. So it's rewarding to win a game, and it's just that simple.
Yeah, and you don't want to work for it.
It's rewarding to win, and you don't want to work for it. Okay. It's nothing about being. It's nothing about proving to anyone that you can get a good score or anything like that. It's not like your social circle is like all playing Battlefield and they're all better than you, and that's why a closet hacker wants to get hacks to say, hey, I'm just as good as you and I'm better than you. Is that a thing, or is that not a thing?
It might be. I don't know. I mean, and I say this because I think everyone has their reasons. They're different reasons. I don't think it's all just grouped into one big pot, and this is why it is the way it is.
Okay,
I think everybody has their own reasons.
Can you draw from your own experience and your own reasons and motives? Like, can you try and break through the surface to find the underlying reason? Is that
My reason for closet hacking was is I wanted to see how long it would take for me to get caught. Kind of like you're committing a crime, but you been doing it for so long, but you haven't got caught yet. So you keep doing it, and you just kind of, one day, you're gonna get caught, but
so? It's
you
the
just it's
thrill.
kind of
It's the
the
thrill of doing
adrenaline.
something bad.
Kind of, yeah, yeah.
Interesting. But you said something about at the start that it was frustration that led you to hack. So maybe the motive.
Yeah. So from the start, I mean, I'll be honest, I was not a closet hacker. I would walk into a server on Battlefield 2 and try and make it crumble and fall to the point where players would just leave.
So you wanted to piss
Uh,
people off at that time.
oh, definitely.
So you were pissed off that you were losing at the start. Everyone was really good. So you were pissed off you were losing. So you just wanted to make them feel pain. Kick them. Force them off the server, make them feel pain. And that was initially when you didn't give a damn. Is that right?
yeah,
Is that
and
fair?
yeah, fair. It's fair enough to say yes.
And then now you're a closet hacker, but you don't do it.
Let's
The
let's
the
let's redact that because I don't hack anymore. I
No,
was
okay,
a
not
closet
anymore.
hacker six
Yeah,
months
not
ago.
anymore, not
Yes,
anymore. So just to clear that up for who's listening, you in Battlefield 2, it sounds like you were a I don't give a damn hacker, and then in
pretty
Battlefield
much.
2 you switched to a closet hacker, and then you've been closet hacking until Battlefield
I would say
4,
until Battlefield 4.
and then Battlefield 5 did you closet hack?
I did not know. I pretty much just. I would say I played for probably about a month on Battlefield 5 and just wasn't that into it anymore. I mean, like I play Rust and I play um
Oh
Insurgency
man,
Sandstorm and I play a bunch of open world games and I just don't. I find joy not hacking. Like I just sit here and play and relax and I mean do me.
yeah. So the fun of the game itself is more rewarding to you now than the thrill of
Exactly,
not getting caught.
definitely.
Okay, so you don't care
Just
anymore for the thrill of not getting caught hacking, or is it
yeah,
just that Battlefield 5
I
is
just
not
want to
fun?
come on and play games and chill and relax and just
All right, you just want to have fun.
yeah,
Yeah. And it used to get fun from the thrill.
yeah. Used to,
Okay.
not anymore.
Yeah, okay. Rust, don't get me started on Rust. There's hackers on Rust that pissed me off in the past.
We can go
It,
down that road too because I can tell you all about that scenario as well.
you were
But I
involved?
don't. No, I was not. But I know people that were, and I know that
Because you're
in
in the
order to
circle of
get
hackers.
yes, I mean I know people. Like I
Yeah.
know lots of people.
Okay.
I will say is you can't buy cheats publicly. You have to buy them privately.
What does that mean?
Um,
You
so
have to know
public
a guy.
cheats. Well, no, you don't have to know a guy. Public cheats are open to everybody. So like Battlefield 5, for example, you buy a cheat on a website and it's not limited to a certain number of people. Private cheats are limited to typically 20 to 30 slots of people, and they can start anywhere from $100 a day to anywhere to $200 a week.
Whoa. These
Yeah,
coders are making a bomb.
yeah. I guess you make money off people that really want to do it. Personally, I'd rather go out and buy a monitor every week for $200. That's just me.
That's insane that people want to buy hacks that badly. But on Rust, there's a lot of emotion in Rust. I can kind of understand why what would draw someone with all that emotion to buy a hack. But you're not talking Battlefield hacks being $200 a day, are you?
No, definitely not. No.
No. Okay. Okay. That's just Rust. Okay. Interesting. So wait, back to this. EA got hacked. You said, and it's
Yep.
not public knowledge. What the hell happened? Tell me about that.
So, after coming back, before I came back to PC, I, was talking to a few of my friends that hack still, and I'm like, well, I don't really want to hack. I don't want to get back into that scene. He's like, well, and I was like, I really don't want to buy Battlefield 5 for $60. He's like, well, you don't have to. And I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? He's like, well, you can get on the Russian marketplace and buy an Origin account that has Battlefield 5 on it for like $2. I'm like, well, I mean, I already own Battlefield 5 on console. I mean, I don't really want to pay $60 again for a crap game, so why not?
Okay.
Um,
So all you know is that it's available in the Russian market, or do you know more about this hack that happened and what they
I don't
got?
know a whole lot, but I know that you can get
Cheap games.
Origin accounts for cheap, and I'll be honest with you, they are actual player accounts. I mean, they are people's email addresses and passwords.
Jeez, so you're saying, wait, this is serious. You're saying EA got hacked and what do you call it? Personally identifiable information was stolen.
I wouldn't say that like credit card information got stolen. I would say that just Origin accounts got stolen.
Just Origin accounts got stolen. So they stole passwords, and they maybe were storing passwords in plain text. How does that work? How did you steal passwords?
They just basically took the account, logged them into their system, logged them into their database, this Russian's database, and you go and buy your account, and they send you an email with the login or the email address, and then the password, and you log in.
Yeah, so they
So you
have
can
the
play
email.
on that.
They have
You
the
can
email
play
and
on that
password.
account. Yes, they have the email and password. You can play on that account for as long as you want until the actual owner finds out that you're using it. And then they change their password and credentials. And then you would buy this Battlefield 5 Deluxe version lifetime warranty. What they mean by lifetime warranty is if you buy one copy of this on this website and it gets detected, or the user finds out they're using and changes their password and stuff, you take a screenshot of you not being able to log in and send it to the seller, and they will give you a brand new account for free.
Wow, okay. So they just have so many accounts with passwords unrotated.
Mm-hmm.
But so are you telling me that someone could be playing on my Origin account right now?
Possibly, yes.
That's crazy. So they just got access to everyone's Origin accounts.
The only thing you can't do on those accounts is you can't change the password, you can't change the email, you can't buy stuff on there.
Why
If you
can't
have
you
a credit
change the
card
password?
linked, because in order to change the password on an Origin account, you have to actually have the email to the
Yeah.
user's actual email account.
Hmm. Interesting.
Yeah. So, but the thing is why didn't EA and Origin and Dice come out and tell everybody this? Why keep it such a big secret?
Yeah, why not tell everyone, please rotate your passwords, because it looks bad that they got hacked, right? Do they know they got hacked?
I would have to say they do. I don't know how they could not say they don't.
Well, there's no
I
reason.
mean,
Like,
why would
how?
you hide it? I mean,
No, what I mean is, it's possible to get hacked and you don't know. Did they not know? Maybe.
this has been going on for a while, so I feel like they had to have had known.
It's possible they don't know by the sounds of things. It just sounds like you're not close enough to the source of this hack.
Yeah, I'm not. No, I'm not close enough. Definitely not. I would not say that.
All you know is they got hacked, and
Yes,
and now some group of hackers have access to possibly everyone's Origin accounts, or just a subset of Origin's accounts. And
I'm
someone
not
could.
sure, but I'm saying that they have access.
So your advice to viewers right now is change your damn Origin password now, because at some point in the past you were compromised, possibly.
Yes, and also, I mean, if you notice on your Origin friends list that your friends, like you have friends on your Origin, they're gone. Your account has been hacked. I will say that right now.
Why? How does that
That's
work?
the first
Why would
thing.
they? Why would they remove friends?
Because they don't want anybody knowing that they're there playing on an account. So, like, say you have a really close friend on your Origin account that knows your playing schedule.
Yeah, then they'll figure it out.
They
So that's
figure
how
it
I know
out.
I've
So
not been
you could be at
hacked.
work. What's that?
That's how I know I've not been. My account has not been used yet. Like yet, I use the word yet.
And
My account is
I
not.
think these Russians go after like dormant accounts too. I think that they don't pick like active accounts. I think they pick dormant accounts, people that don't play very often
Wow, so that
too.
suggests to me that they're trying to not be detected that they have access to all this. Therefore, EA don't know they were hacked. Because
I'm
why?
not going to say that because I don't know personally. Like I
Yeah,
don't
but
know.
I'm trying to think what would be the motive for them to hide the fact that people are gaining unauthorized access to other people's Origin accounts to possibly stop EA from figuring out there's a widespread problem and therefore sending out a communication to stop these accounts. Now that is interesting. That suggests to me EA do not know they were hacked.
Yeah, like I said, I'm not going to jump
Yeah,
to
you don't.
conclusions. I don't
Yeah, you
know.
don't know.
I
You
can't
don't know.
say yes or no.
We both don't know the answer to that. We're both, if when we say that exact thing, we're speculating.
Yes, definitely. We're definitely speculating. I'm not a big one to jump to assumptions. So
That worries me because I swear my personal information is on associated with my Origin account. But Lord knows what they did. Lord knows what information they got.
and like I don't even have Origin installed anymore. Like I got rid of it. I truly play on Steam. That's about it. But yeah, I mean,
There's more. There's definitely more questions. So you are a closet hacker.
go ahead.
You were. We have plans, you and me, to put me in touch with some of your friends who are don't give a damn hackers.
Definitely,
Uh,
definitely.
and they will be able to share their motives on why they do what they do. But I'm sure I've got more questions for you. So I think we found out your motives.
And nine
Yeah.
out of
Okay.
10 times too, I want to say this as well. If somebody in a game says they're going to DDoS you,
Yeah.
it's 9 out of 10 times not true because have fun digging through all the IPs in the server. That's all I'm going to say on that.
Okay. So they've got access to everyone's IP, do they, on the server? But then they've got to
Well,
figure out
I mean,
who's who.
you can get access through a program called Wireshark, pretty much, and you load it up and it pretty much detects everyone's IP in the server.
Yeah. Okay. And then Battlefield 4, you told me you had a lot of struggles hacking.
Yeah.
And then Battlefield 5, you didn't even try, but you understand from your communities that you're involved in that everyone is flocking there for how vulnerable it is.
Definitely, definitely.
So when I play a game, like I just choose a random game. In your view, do you have any idea how many closet hackers there might be with?
I would say that it's probably 50-50, I'd imagine.
You can't be
But I'm
serious.
not gonna
50% of the players in this game, surely you can't be serious.
I'm not gonna say that's spot on. I would say in every game you would probably run around 15 to 20 hackers in a game. They won't admit it, and you can try and bribe them to admit it, but
And they're all
they
closet. And
won't.
there's 20 closet hackers in every damn game, you reckon? That is hilarious.
In every Firestorm game, you're gonna get probably damn near close to a third or a quarter of every Firestorm game.
That's crazy. And it's all because EA. What would EA need to do to fix this, in your opinion?
I feel like
Would
they need to
private
go back to their old
servers
ways. I feel like private servers, Archon tools. I mean, what happened to Archon tools? Where'd they go? I mean,
explain
why?
Archon tools for me and everyone else watching, like that don't understand?
So if you have a private server on Battlefield 2, you used to be able to download their Archon tool, and you knew everybody's IP in the server. You knew their user IDs. I mean, you could ban them however you wanted to ban them. It feels like it feels like they're going more towards matchmaking services like um, Activision and Treyarch and Infinity Ward. I don't know what the why. I mean, it's probably cheaper. Um, easier to do, but I feel like that would be the kicker right there. They had a good thing going with Punkbuster, and they completely trashed it. Fair Fight, such a junk anti-cheat. I mean, it's horrible.
But Fair
It's
Fight was in Battlefield 1. Was it not good there either?
no, it's not. It's all stats based. I mean, so if you are truly a really good player and you don't hack and you like are just normally really good, like I mean, you're really good at the game, you could face a ban because your stats.
Yeah.
I mean, it's all based off of stats. It's not even based off of screenshots or video evidence or anything like that. It's just based off of reports and stats. And I'll be honest, it's garbage. I mean, like, if you're a good player, you face that possibility of getting banned
Yeah, and
because,
I know a guy who was doing YouTube and he got banned like that from Fair Fight more than once. But if Fair Fight's running off of stats, were the hackers avoiding it by just being closet hackers and turning it down a bit, or what? How does that work?
there's that. And then, I mean, even I don't give a shit hackers know they're not going to get banned because the screenshot, deal. I mean, they know they're not going to get caught because they have a screenshot cleaner. So what's the point of even being a closet
No,
hacker when you can just do it and not get caught?
but okay, that doesn't add up because Fair Fight hacks based on stats regardless of screenshot cleaner. Because my friend who Spartan Hopley on YouTube, he got banned several times by being. He's got to be a legit player in my eyes. But he's not going to have it. He doesn't need a screenshot cleaner. So why was Spartan Hopley getting banned?
Probably user reports and
Combined with
stats.
user
Yeah,
reports and
I
stats
mean,
is enough.
you can go and get report players. I mean, like, why are we reporting players? Like, I mean, this shit happens in Rust too. I mean, you can report players in Rust, and the amount of reports can equal up to a ban. I mean, like, I feel like game companies are relying too much on the players to be their anti-cheat, and that's pretty unfair to legit players. So if you're a really good legit player and you're getting tons of reports and you get banned, well then that's kind of shitty.
Okay, I'm just going to draw. This is in contradiction to what you just said. I'm going to draw from one of my own experiences. I published a video, got 2 million views, of two dudes hacking in Battlefield 1. I reported them on the damn, reporting system. I got an email saying they'd look into it, and they were just still hacking. Like, I saw a week later they were still hacking, and I don't know, I think they changed their origin name or something beyond that.
I just don't think EA gives a damn anymore. I really don't.
So even though... So
I
EA...
think DICE and EA just don't give a shit. They're just... I would say within, the next 5 to 10 years, they aren't going to be producing any good games.
Why do you reckon? Do you reckon Battlefield 6 is going to be a bad game then? But why do you think that? Just because you have the impression they don't give a damn in general? Oh, he's left the call. He's dropped off the call. Okay, guys, looks like I lost him. I don't know what's going on. Discord has just gone down. Hopefully I can reconnect. So the takeaway from this, I'd say, definitely go change your passwords. I'm sure there's more information to get out of this. Be safe, stay safe, don't hack. Watch out for 20 hackers in your 64-player game. Apparently there's a lot of them in every game. Crazy. Hope you enjoyed the video, guys. And I'll see you next time. Peace.